Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Open Great League with a team that I was at first hesitating in using. I really recommend though this team to you because I was using a Noctowl that I did not like at all, and overall I did a 10-0 run, so we're gonna see together this run and how you can flip certain matchups, especially the bad ones, with your Trevenant. And trust me, you have a lot of bad leads, but with this line of 3 you shouldn't be worried at all. So we're gonna see Trevenant up on the lead, a pretty solid Pokemon, and of course you're aiming for those fighters and Stunfisks that your opponent might have, but you're gonna be troubled a lot by the flyers. But here is where the backline can really start hurting the opponent. This line works really well individually with each other. I really like how the backline can protect Trevenant from the bad leads, and also how Trevenant and Stunfisk can protect that Noctowl from the steel types, which is gonna be a key element for this team to succeed. Safe switch of the team, Galarian Stunfisk, a very spammy Pokemon, especially with Rock Slide. Earthquake can really hurt a lot of opponents, and I really like it as a safe switch because it is losing Sturdy Square almost to that fighter and of course the Swampert, but still you can deliver a hard hitting Earthquake at least before they farm you down or finish you off, and then your other two Pokemon can most probably destroy down that fighting type weakness that Stunfisk might have. Noctowl as a closer, you definitely need Shadow Ball on your moveset. You're gonna be able to close a lot of good matchups with this Pokemon. It is pretty bulky for the Great League Open meta, and also you're gonna deliver a lot of pressure with your Sky Attack and Wing Attack combo. So with that in mind trainers, now let's dive into the first battle. We start off by picking a Mandibuzz lead. Worst possible lead scenario ever, we're just gonna bail out to Noctowl at this time and not the Stunfisk. The reason I do this is because I want to keep my Stunfisk alive for that Mandibuzz matchup, and since they do not have a steel type at the back, well, I'm feeling very comfortable right now that this is gonna be not only a double charm since they have Wigglytuff, but also I can flip the lead scenario for sure. I'm trying to go here for the Sky Attack. For some reason it was not pressed at all, an extra Wing Attack was going through, and that was really bad for me. So down goes now both my Trevenant and that Noctowl of mine. So now I will go in with my Stunfisk. If we were correct, well, we have a chance. If they have double charm, which it seems like it is, we're gonna go now in with that Stunfisk and start doing some solid work with the Rock Slides. The reason I was waiting for the double charm is because they had a Wigglytuff, and when your opponent has a Wigglytuff, most probably they have another Charmer on the face of Alolan Ninetales, and because Alolan Ninetales is kinda spammier, well, they might bring it as a closer. I'm not sure, okay. So they're gonna go now in with the Ninetales. Here it is. I was expecting that, so now Rock Slide is gonna do so much damage to this Pokemon. Because it's gonna be part ice as well. We're gonna go now with another Rock Slide, able to take the shield, but we're also there for another Rock Slide to finish off the Ninetales, and now Mandibuzz comes into play. We can definitely survive one foul play. I'm just gonna shield here and then wait for the next foul play. This is not gonna happen because we can outspeed here to the Rock Slide, able to finish off Mandibuzz and grab for us the very nice and first victory for our video. Into the next one, we pick up a very nice lead against the Stunfisk, and we're gonna be able to go ahead with the Shadow Ball. No reason at all to go for the Seed Bomb here, because if they take the Seed Bomb and they do not block, well, things can get out of the way, but if we can land the Shadow Ball here, things can get towards our way. Got it? Let's go now with the Seed Bomb here before they even reach to another move, and I'm pretty sure I can survive here another Rock Slide, so I'm just gonna take it, and at this amount of HP, the Stunfisk is not gonna be a threat to my Pokemons at the back. Down we go at the same time, but we have now the shield advantage, and I'm gonna go in now with my Noctowl, because I know that with Stunfisk out of the way, Noctowl is gonna be kind of a safe option. I was waiting here for the 6th charm, then switch out to my Stunfisk, and we're gonna be able to grab that Weather Ball on our Fisk, which is absolutely awesome. At the back lies an Araquanid, and our whole backline is going to be absolutely amazing against this Pokemon. So we're gonna be able to go ahead and use another Rock Slide here against against another tanky option, but look at that, we're dealing super effective damage while they cannot even touch us at all. I'm just gonna take another bubble beam here. We have the time to go now for another rock slide, and at this point Noctowl switch is gonna be up. I'm just gonna switch out immediately after I see that Ninetales coming in, and we have a lot of energy to spare now. Sky attack number 1 is gonna take the shield out of them, and I'm just gonna go here for another sky attack. Sad Ball perhaps could have been a better choice, but I think that sky attack will put that Pokemon at a point that we can farm down, and we can still go ahead and finish off the match before fainting with our Noctowl. Absolutely amazing, keeping the 2 shields for the flex, and this is gonna be a very nice victory. Into the next one now with another Stunfisk up on the lead. I'm telling you, you either get a very good lead or a very bad lead, so this is what you give and take when using a Trevenant up on the lead. So now they're safe switching into Trevenant. I'm gonna charge up to a 7th Shadow Claw, which means that I can try and catch on my Noctowl. We do that successfully, and now they return with the Stunfisk. What I like about Noctowl is that it does so much damage even to a Stunfisk. Look at how much play it has. Look at how much play this Pokemon has against a Steel type, which is its natural counter. So we're gonna see now the Rock Slide not gonna be able to finish us off, and we have the time to go now for the switch, able to threat a shield here against the Stunfisk, and I'm like, you know what, perhaps I can take the move, perhaps not, so I'm just gonna block the Rock Slide for just to be sure, and we have the time to go for another Seed Bomb. This is gonna be fatal for that Stunfisk. I know they have to go now for the big move if they want to finish me off. This is gonna be hopefully a CMP, and yes it is, trainers, we read them correctly here. So Energy Ball is gonna be accepted at this point, Stunfisk comes in, the opponent sees it, and we're gonna take this victory. Into the next one now against a Scrafty. Yeah, it is a Scrafty. So this is a bad lead, okay? We can still go with Seed Bombs, but this is generally a bad lead because look at how much damage the Foul Play does. I barely never use a shield on the first move because most people tend to go for the Power Punch for some reason, but look at how much damage this Foul Play does. Trevenant is definitely a classy mon, but a very nice one to have on your roster for Great League. So they have at the back a Hypno, and you know what? I have the best Pokemon for that, Stunfisk, but I have Noctowl right now. Yeah, this is a bummer. We're gonna go with the Shadow Ball, they're gonna take the big move, and now because they're getting greedy perhaps for a Focus Blast, we're gonna be able to finish them off before they even unleash that energy that they have gathered with those confusions. Down goes Hypno, we have the return of the Scrafty, and we're gonna see now a Foul Play on our Pokemon. I have to go here for the Earthquake. I think I might be able to block here. Yes, that was a very good block, so I have to go now for the Earthquake. Perhaps they are not expecting it, so down goes Scrafty, at the back lies a Jirachi, and we have to go now for another Earthquake. Are they gonna expecting it this time, trainers, though? And yes they are, so here comes the block, and now we have Noctowl, which can come in pretty clutch. I'm pretty sure I can survive one, so I will just take it, and right after that I will go for the Shadow Ball for the amazing damage output to the Psychic type, and we're gonna grab a very nice victory against Jirachi. Hopping into the next one now against the Ghost type, the Cofagrigus, they safe switch to Entrapion, and you know what comes, trainers, my Stunfisk Wrath. So we're gonna see now a move, the Crunch, okay, and the defense drop for our Pokemon. Hopefully this is gonna be just a regular Drapion, not a Shadow form, which means that even after the drop they have to go for one more crunch, actually 2 more crunches, so we're gonna be able to finish them off with the Earthquake there, with they never blocked here, and they're proceeding into farming us down with their Cofagrigus. You know what, I'm just gonna Earthquake you in the process. Even with the debuff we can still reach there. They have at the back the Scrafty, we got our Noctowl, and I think things are already settled. We got the alignment, and this is gonna be a very good game. Into the next one now against the Frostlass. Not bad, not good, but this is absolutely playable for us, both of us. So we're gonna see now the Avalanche coming in. We definitely have to block here because Frostlass is an amazing facing Pokemon, and we're gonna go now with a double Seed Bomb. Hopefully we can take 2 shields here if they get greedy. Let's see together, and 1 shield is down. Can we take another one? This is gonna be awesome. No, we cannot, but Frostlass is out of the way. Gonna switch out immediately to my Stunfisk after I see that Sableye coming in, and because my both Pokemon, the backline have pretty cool matchup against Sableye. I'm just gonna go in now with my Earthquake here and try to take out their final shield. We're gonna get farmed down in the process, but it doesn't matter at all because now Noctowl can come in and finish off. But first I will come in with my Trevenant because I want to use a Seed Bomb and finish off immediately this Swampert, and right after that I will swap into my Noctowl over here and do all the work with my moves. What I was trying to do here is to go for a Shadow Ball and potentially finish them off in one hit, but what I learned in the process is that Sky Attack against neutral matchups is much better to use. So down we go at this point because they're gonna be able to reach to a return. Yes, here it is, I remember correctly, but still we have some HP on our Trevenant and we're gonna be able to finish them off with ease. Into the next one now against the Galarian Stunfisk once again. So this run, as you can see, I had some bad leads but a lot of Galarian Stunfisk. Well, wait till the end because I have some really bad stuff coming in, even worse than the Mandibuzz lead scenario. So just stay tuned, okay? We're gonna see now the Rock Slide number 2 to our Trevenant. Gonna go out with the switch because they're trying to grab one Seed Bomb on their Jumpluff. This is not gonna happen, not on my watch. Noctowl comes in and this is gonna be another cool matchup for Noctowl. As you're seeing, any grass type, especially the Trevenant, is gonna be a prey for our all here. So we have to start blocking at this point because Acrobatics is gonna put us perhaps on no HP and we can safely farm down, have a lot of energy for the end game, and especially against the Stunfisk. At this amount of HP that Stunfisk has, we can safely go with a double Sky Attack here. If we can take the double shield, yes we can. This can be absolutely awesome. I'm just gonna take the move now because I have one shield and the Dream with the Stunfisk. At the back lies Trevenant and things are looking pretty well for us right now. We have to go with the Rock Slide. Gonna deal a nice chunk to the Trevenant and gonna try and catch on our Trevenant, but then it hit me. We have a Shadow Ball ready to go, just gonna use it. Down they go, and yeah, we're gonna force them to quit the battle. So we farm them down and gonna take the victory. Another bad lead, this time against the Scrafty, and we're gonna see now more Seed Bombs from my part. Seed Bomb number 1, this is gonna deal a nice chunk to the Scrafty, and perhaps we can threat here with a shield. We're gonna take now the Foul Play into our face. Look at the damage, even more than the previous Crafty. Perhaps this is gonna be an IV thing, and now we have to go in with a Noctowl. What I want to do here is to absorb any damage that they throw at me, while I can also farm down completely. They have a Skarmory at the back, which is really underwhelming, so we have to go now with some Rock Slide. So Skarmory is a very nice Pokemon for this team to counter it down. Because it has a very good matchup against Noctowl, since it resists the move and only Shadow Ball can threat it, but still Shadow Ball is not gonna be a stab move from a Noctowl, and of course it can simply farm down the whole HP out of that Trevenant with ease if they block the Shadow Ball correctly, but still a very nice counter for this line since we only have Stunfisk as a solid answer. Here comes now a Sky Attack, another Sky Attack, and we're gonna switch out to our Noctowl because I was expecting that Scrafty to return to the battle. It was the only logical thing. We're gonna block a very bad move, but we had to at this point. At the back lies a Alola Ninetales. Come on, Ganeto, you got this. And we can go now with another Sky Attack number 2, able to do so much damage to the Ninetales, and we can simply farm down right after by spending a shield in the process. I'm expecting them to return with that Skarmory. Here it is. We have some energy to spare, and they have to go for the Brave Bird if they want to have a chance. They know that they cannot do that, and the Rock Slide number 2 is able to finish off a Skarmory on a very close battle. Into the next one now, and here is the most horrible scenario against the Noctowl. How are we gonna win this? Most horrible scenario, most horrible switch against that Stunfisk, but let's see how Noctowl can flip around the things. We're gonna be able to take 2 Rock Slides, I believe. So we're gonna take the first one, and right now we're gonna be able to reach to another Shadow Ball before they reach to the next Rock Slide, which is really huge right now. They're gathering some energy and they are already at the red. I'm like, you know what, just bring it on, we can take the move here, and I will try to farm down right after. So here is why Noctowl is gonna be such a huge Pokemon for the meta. We're gonna be able to double block our Noctowl and totally flip around that matchup, but now we are down on shields for sure. But to be honest, I don't care at all, because now we have flipped that worst case scenario. Even with 2 shields, while they had none. My Trevenant has no chance at all against Noctowl. And right now I have aligned properly my team. That Medicham is aligned with my Trevenant, while they are aligned with my Stunfisk, which is really good for me and for them. I don't know. We're gonna go now for the Rock Slide with the Stunfisk, gonna deal so much damage to the old Pokemon, and look at that. Are they gonna go ahead and shield my next move? I'm not sure. So here comes the Shadow Ball. We have the time to go now for another Rock Slide. This is gonna do fatal damage. Are they gonna do it? No, they're not. Gonna rely on their Medicham to sweep, so I just have to go here for the Shadow Ball. Their win con is if I go for the Seed Bomb, so I'm not gonna do that. Down they go, and we're gonna grab this victory. Final one, trainers, against a very good lead finally, after those bad leads that we just had, especially the Noctowl. And Swampert is gonna be one of the best that you can get with your grass type, obviously. Sableye here, gonna go with the foul play. We can take two of those for sure, but the return damage, well, that one is gonna be kinda weird to observe, so we have to block here. And unfortunately I went for the Sky Attack. That was a bummer. I should have known that I would lose the CMP here. I should have went for that total farm down. Anyways, down goes that Sableye, and now we have another Sky Attack ready to go for the Swampert. This is gonna pressure the Swampert a lot, and I'm sure I can survive one Hydro Cannon here. Let's see how much though, because it's gonna be pretty close. And right now we're gonna go for another Sky Attack, but this is gonna be a CMP, and that can work towards our advantage, because now we can go in with Trevenant, try and farm them down, and at the back there is gonna be just a Skarmory, which is gonna be absolutely awesome for my Stunfisk. And we're gonna win this match out of pure alignment. So overall, this line is gonna be extremely good against certain threats in the meta. You're seeing that Stunfisk can work really well against the Flyers. You have Noctowl, which is a really nice Pokemon even against the Galarian Stunfisk. And because I'm not seeing a lot of Registeels around, I think that Noctowl has a better matchup overall against the entire meta. And of course, no Bastodons at all, which is a really huge thing. You are seeing here that we can farm down with the Shadow Claws, able to finish off with the Shadow Ball, the Skarmory, and this is gonna be a great game. That's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. I hope you had a nice time watching this video. You can see my yellow here, and I don't know what this AR update is going on my phone. I have no clue, but it happened. So we're gonna see now the final elo, and with that, trainers, farewell to you, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.